Hey guys, Skippy3 here again. Welcome back. So I'm glad you enjoyed the day 1 video. Here's the day 2 video for you guys. First off, I want to start by saying thank you very much for all your support, all your likes, all your comments, all your shares. It made the last video very successful. Currently at the time it's running about 200 views an hour, which is absolutely amazing. So once again, welcome to my channel if this is your first time, and welcome to day 2. If you have not watched day 1 yet, I definitely recommend doing that so you can catch up to what's going on day 2 right now. So depending on your settings, you've spent the night and it's near morning time now. Depending on your settings, it's 6 a.m. for me. For most people, it's 4 a.m. What you want to do is you want to start heading out right away, because this is when zombies don't get as tough and they don't run if you have that setting on as well here too. But for my sake, it's 6 a.m., but I feel comfortable heading out a little bit early. Now, what you've seen there happen very quickly was I actually sprained my ankle jumping down. Now, this will happen to you. There's two different types. There's a sprain and there's a break. If you're lucky enough to just sprain your ankle, you have about a 20% reduction in your overall speed for about 40 real-time minutes. Put a splint on it. It's made by using two cloth and I believe it's 1 wood or 2 wood, something like that. But it's real easy to make. Then you can use it and it'll protect you against spraining your ankle further or even breaking it. But if you do fall far enough to actually break your ankle, what you want to do is you want to apply a splint. If you don't, you have a 40% reduction in speed. If you do apply a splint, you'll get a 20% reduction, so it halves, or like, you know, it's not nearly as bad as a full-out break. But the break will last up to 72 hours in-game, so be prepared for that as well here too, guys, if you do break your ankle or you break your leg. So what you want to do on day 2, you still have no water. You probably have some food from the meat and you've left it up in your safe area on top of a building or somewhere else, wherever you may be. So day 2 is about getting water. It's about trying to find a water source. If you can find a water source, that's great. There's homes with pools, there's lakes, there's a whole bunch of different water sources you can find. There's flooded basements as well too. So take a look out for those. So my main thing right now is I can't find water. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going from house to house to house and raiding the kitchens. And once again, I'm using the technique where I take the zombies out and I kind of kite them all over the place. I find that once you have a whole bunch in like that, somewhere at least in the city, you don't get too many spawns. And as you guys just seen, you could take out the 2 or 3 or 4 that are actually bugging you, and allow you to actually get some time to go and raid the house. So what you want to get is, of course, you want to get full bottles of water. Those are great. What you also want to do too is get the empty bottles of water, because you can refill those at the water sources. They will give you bad water, which will actually give you the runs if you drink it. You get a chance of doing it. But yeah, you can do that as well. And as you've seen there, I'm doing stuff like I'm going around the house. If you hit the curtains, it actually gives you cloth pieces, and I need those right now to make splints and everything. You also want to check the toilets as well too. Sometimes it'll give you murky water. The murky water is one I was talking about that you don't want to drink. It'll give you the shits. But also too, in the bathroom of all these tiny little houses, you'll also find an access ladder up to the top, and it usually has some pretty cool stuff up there, like a corpse or a bookshelf or anything along those lines. So for the next little while, that's my main intent, is just running from house to house to house, trying to get some water back. Now, I did not have a very successful day 2. I think I actually only ended up with 1 bottle of water in the end, but I did end up with a whole bunch of bottles, empty bottles. So I'm going to hold on to those for day 3, and we're going to go and find a water source on day 3. So I'm going to keep raiding these homes here, going from home to home to home until about the afternoon. So once the afternoon hits, what my main intent then is to start gathering some resources so I have something to do at night. Now, I do know too, a lot of people are like, oh, stay away from points of interest, stay away from cities until you got your skills and everything up. But guys, don't do that. You know what I mean? If you have to rage quit and start your game over again from day one, do it until you learn how to play the game. It took me several attempts to do it, but unless you face the zombies face to face, you're never really going to truly learn how to handle them, such as the way I do. Well, now I've found my water, I've gotten my thirst to an appropriate amount so that it will last me at least overnight and I won't have to drink, I won't have to worry about anything. Guys, if you're finding your heat level is high, make sure that you take off clothing, put on bandanas, make yourself a straw hat. The hotter you are, the more water you consume. So what my main goal is to do now that I have a few hours left in a day is to actually go out and collect resources because I need something to do at night. So I'm going to go out, I'm going to hit up my bird nest, I'm going to keep hitting plants and getting plant fibers and cotton and going out and getting stone and wood for overnight, because what we're going to do is make a whole bunch of axes so that way my tool level is higher and my tools gather more quicker and don't break as fast. So that's what you see, that little level in every tool in the corner where you see it says 19. We can get that up. As you see now, my bow is up to 58 because I've made a whole bunch of arrows. So during this time, guys, like as you're running around, what you want to do is you want to look for the little tinier rock outcrops, use those, gather all your stuff, hit up your trees. The best thing to do is actually take the tree right down, because when you fell the tree, you actually get a good bonus of wood. So instead of like hitting it, you get like 100 wood at the end. So once you have that all together and everything, if you look at your mini map your compass up at the top, it actually shows a little bed in the icon. That's where your place is, because probably at this time at a point in the game you're actually quite far away from home, and pulling up the map can be a little bit time consuming. So if you want a quick way home, just look for that bed icon in your up in the top there. So now that I have that done and it's nearing nighttime, I'm gonna actually start heading towards home, and we're gonna go and discuss what to do at night. Okay, now that I'm getting close to home, I'm finding there's a lot of zombies again. So of course I'm going to just ignore them. I'm going to run past them. I'm still aiming towards my bed, still gathering items, looking for anything I need. So what I've done here is I want to hit up this bookstore, just to give you guys a heads up. It's going to be full of zombies. That's a good day 3 or day 4 job. Don't really worry about it on your day 2. You just want to get your stuff together, like your water and everything, so you're not thirsty, right? I mean, you could be cheap and you could die and kill yourself so that your thirst is back up. But you do lose 10 stealth and 10 health every time you die. I believe in this game down to a minus 70 or a 60. I'm not entirely sure yet. But that means you can run less further. You can use like gather not as quick, and you die quicker. So the more you die, the more you lose. And your health and your stamina are the bars in the corner there. As you could tell, I have to stop running because my stamina's down. But I'm close to home now, and I do spot a zombie in front of my place. So this is where I want to tell you guys, I sprained my ankle on purpose at the beginning so I can tell you guys about the broken ankle thing. But this is a great way to get up and down. Make yourselves a few wooden frames. As you can see, I have it highlighted in the bar. Sneak around the back, or try to sneak up to your building so that no zombies can see you or you don't have any attention. And all you simply do is you place your frames. It might take you a second to get the timing. It did for me. I can do this pretty quickly on PC, but I'm still trying to get used to the console settings. And then you can actually jump all the way up to the top of the building, and in the morning when you need to get down, you just simply go on top of the frames and pick them up and go down. That way you won't break your ankle or anything, and you're completely safe, and it's really cheap to do. But now that it's nighttime, what I want to do is, of course, I'm going to make a couple storage chests. One for keeping my good items, and one for spamming the axes here. We need to increase our skills. Okay, so back to fast forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a frame down, and I'm going to put a chest on top of that. That's the axe chest. And the other one I'm going to store all my good stuff in. If you do, guys, And then a note as well too, if you do find one of those green pills and you do get the shits, dysentery, I believe it's called, I believe that's how you pronounce it, you can use one of those green pills to cure it. So if you don't want the shits, it's just very uncomfortable. But yeah, so once you've got all your stuff now nicely stored, you've got some room in your inventory, you want to go and you want to spam craft a whole bunch of these. As you can tell, I made like 39. I kept some stone on me just in case I needed to do something. And what you simply do is just wade through your inventory. Another note here too, guys, if you have two different types of arrows as you see in my inventory, if you hold down the circle button, it actually brings up an option to select which type of arrow you want, and you can use the L3 to select the arrow. So once you run out of the ammo, of course, you have to hold down the circle button and go back to your ammo, but that's your reload button, is the circle button. Not sure what it is on Xbox. If you do know, let us know down in the comments. But all I'm simply doing here is making axes, and I'm dumping them into that chest. Now I do have some spare wood, so what I'm doing is I'm also making spikes too. If you do have any wood, guys, make a bunch of spikes. They take a while to make. They're great for increasing your miscellaneous building skills, I believe it is. And here I am actually managing my heat settings so I don't overheat and scrapping my my stuff back for plant fibers. But anyways, guys, that is your second night. So I want to congratulate you for surviving your second day. The first time I did it, it felt amazing. So I hope you guys feel the same. Thanks for all your support once again. Thanks for subscribing, all your likes, all your comments. If you want to check me out further, guys, go to skippy3.com. Check me out on Twitch. I'm on Twitter as well. And I will see you guys in another video. Keep surviving, stay classy, and I will see you later. Peace.
We about to turn it up. Turn it. We about to turn it up. Turn it. We about to turn it up. 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 We about to turn it up. We about to turn it up.